Hi everyone. In my previous video I said that that previous video is gonna be the last one of this going solo series. However, I've decided to make another one in which I've decided to do something completely crazy. If you are new to this channel, in this so-called going solo series, I've been using the final mission of the Dragon's Gambit campaign as a test bench for different mechs, variants and weapon loadouts. This was because this mission presents a good opportunity to explore different tactics, and also I've been going into this combat by myself without taking any of my Lancemates, so we could better see and compare how each mech survives and performs in exactly the same kind of environment. And like I said in my last video, in my previous video, I was thinking that that video is gonna be the last one of this series because previously I've tested a bunch of different assault mechs in this series, then I've tested quite a few heavy mechs in the same settings, and then I've done several medium mechs as well, some of which performed admirably and totally surpassed my expectations. And then in that last previous video I've used a light mech, the fire starter, which is my perhaps most favorite light mech. It performed outstandingly well. I've done a great deal of mech kills, a whopping number of 21 mech kills in that light mech. 35-ton light mech, the fire starter. Even though I did lose a component, I've lost an arm in there, but still I've managed to survive and make that good number of kills. And today I wanna do something really crazy and completely nuts in many ways actually. Today I wanna see if I can survive this mission by using this 25-ton light mech, which is Commando. And the variant which I've chosen for this task is this COM-3A variant. The reason for that is because actually, hold on a second. There are a few variants, the few different variants, if I'm not mistaken, either 4 or 5 different variants in total of the Commando chassis in this game, including one hero variant. However, I've chosen specifically this COM-3A variant, just like I said, because it's got the biggest firepower of all of these variants. Let's take a look at the original stock loadout, the one that it comes with by default. Well, it's got 2 of these SRM-6s, and then it's got 1 flamer and medium laser. These dual SRM-6s, this is a pretty big firepower right there, given the fact that this is the only 25-ton light mech. This is actually pretty impressive that it's able to carry these 2 medium missiles. However, as you can see, it's doing so at the cost of a very little armor. You see, it is heavily under-armored. 12 points out of 25 points, possible points in the legs, 15 out of 25 possible points on the side torsos, 8 out of 32 in the head, 21 out of 34 in the torso, let alone the arms, 8 out of 17 points. Crazy under-armored. To me, something like this is absolutely unacceptable. And then it's for this dual SRM-6s, it's got only 1 ton of SRM ammo. It's gonna consume it like crazy, okay? It's not gonna be enough to complete any kind of mission with this. Perhaps maybe only a very, very easy mission is gonna be enough, but certainly not for the mission which we are about to test it in. Alright, so this is the original stack configuration. Now, let's see what I've changed about it. And by the way, it's got 4 single hit sinks, which is understandable because these two things, they are very, very hard. Now, let's see what I've done to mitigate those problems of this original loadout. Let's revert. Well, as you can see, I've retained the original SRM-6s, dual SRM-6s, because these are pretty powerful weapons. As you can see, I've upgraded them to 5-tier level, obviously, and then each of these things can generate 20 points of damage, which is a lot. This is a pretty capable weapon. So both of them, if you shoot in the Alpha Strike, you can generate 40 points of damage on enemy mech targets, which is significant. And then, of course, I had to downgrade those energy weapons. Particularly, I had to get rid of a medium laser and the flamer, because those weigh 1 ton each. Small lasers weigh a half a ton each. Plus, they don't generate any heat. I mean, it's very negligible. It's only 0.5 points of heat, which is insignificant. Now, here is the crazy part about this. I've got 0 heat sinks. Okay, 0 heat sinks. Given the fact that I've got this dual SRM-6s, I will have to manage the heat very, very carefully in here. That's gonna be the downside. Why did I choose to go without heat sinks? Well, simply because I really wanted to max out the armor in the legs. I wanted to max it out in the arms and the torso areas, the side torso and the center torso. The only area where I didn't max it out, it was in the head. But it's better than the original 8 points. Now I've got 17, it's still better. The reason why I didn't max it out and why I didn't take any single hit sinks is because I wanted to take as much of ammunition as possible for this particular mission, because this is a 100 difficulty mission. We will encounter more than 20 enemy mech targets. 1 ton is not gonna be enough for this dual SRM-6s, neither the 2 tons is gonna be sufficient. I need at least this 3.5 tons of ammunition. This is not that I would normally do. Normally, I would probably go for something like this, at least. Something like this, or at least... actually, no, I don't think I can do this. No, that's not possible. So something, let's say... something like this, yeah, to be able to fit the tonnage. Or, at least... something like this, at least. However, not for this mission. I need all the ammunition as possible. Now, this kind of loadout obviously will dictate the tactics which I should be using for this mission. So what I'm gonna try to do... I will try to approach an enemy mech target really fast, perform a couple of alpha strikes with this dual SRM-6s, and then quickly run away into a safer location to cool down. I have to manage my hit really carefully in this loadout. No hit sinks, hot missiles, okay? 2.7 points of hit each. Okay, that's a lot for such a small chassis, 25 tons chassis. So this is my plan, this is my goal. Let's see if this kind of tactic is going to work. Lastly, let's take a look at the upgrades. As you can see, these 4 upgrades are going towards the reinforcement of the armor and the structure. I've tried to reinforce all those areas as much as I could. And then this one goes for the increased firing rate, and this one obviously just to help it a little bit with the hit management. But that's about it. That's about it. So anyways, let's go ahead and take this commando for this mission. Where is it? It's this variant. Again, no Lancemates, just me piloting this 25 light mech. The lightest mech I am going to try in this this mission ever. Also, what's important to note, not that I don't have heat sinks, not that I only don't have even a single heat sink in this loadout. I don't even have any jump jets, which is unlike that fire starter which I've shown previously, which was another light mech. So no heat sinks, no jump jets. Commando doesn't have any jump jets.
For the Combine! For the Combine. And all the families we've lost. And the ones that remain. You speak like victory is inevitable.
That trebuchet is pretty nasty. It's got long range missiles. So my worst threat in here are all the mechs that are carrying the long range missiles. Let's see if I can shoot him in the back, where he's got the least amount of armor. Yes, it did work. It did work. Which was very nice. This PPC's gun.
Crossing into the target area.
Unleash hell!
There he goes. Alright, so I have to be careful with how I use my ammunition and also how I manage my heat.
Target acquired.
The enemy is taking damage.
Let's find a better way of approaching that
New
mech
target,
right there. That's the Jaeger mech. There's autocannons. And then somebody is throwing missiles in here.
Loading heavy damage. Enemy position.
There he goes. Alright, now I need to retreat because it's kinda busy in there. Again, I have a light mech with a very little armor.
New target Orion. Target acquired.
It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. Oh, wow! Did I finish him off? No way. That Orion. Okay. And then there was an awesome, and then something else. I don't remember what it was. Let's see. Let's be very careful.
New target awesome.
How we approach things. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see, is there anything else out here? Not so far. The grasshopper. Oh man, that thing is nasty. Archer is down there. Yeah. And longbow. Oh man.
Target acquired.
Let's see what else is. I'm very scared to go there.
Kill confirmed. A preview of what House Leon
Crap.
is capable of.
Okay.
Target acquired.
He's gone.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so I took some damage. My arms have lost a bit of armor.
Target acquired.
What's
New
there?
target
The archer. Well, my biggest concern is that longbow. Did they get rid of him or not? Okay, nice. That was Enforcer, so obviously he doesn't have much armor in the back. So there is that nasty archer, but also I saw that longbow.
Target
I
acquired.
wonder if they've got rid of him. Let's get rid of this tank. Although they don't really do much in here. It's not the biggest threat. The biggest threat is again all
Targeted
this
mech heavily damaged.
missile mechs.
Target destroyed.
So the
Target
Zeus.
acquired.
Okay, what else? Again, I have
New
to be
target,
super careful
grasshopper.
with my choice of tactics here. The grasshopper. That's the nasty. He went critical. And I was nearby, but luckily I've managed to escape the blast. Okay. There he goes. There he goes.
Target acquired.
The longbow. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. That's the guy I was looking for. That's the Zeus. Let's not get stuck. Let's not get stuck though. Where is this
Target
longbow?
acquired.
It's somewhere over there. I have to get rid of him first. I absolutely have to. Oh man, we have that thing coming in here. It's Orion.
Target acquired.
That's the thing. That's the thing right there. That's nasty longbow. I am gonna go try to sneak in behind him over there in that area. The armor on one of my arms is in a bad shape. It's almost gone, so I have to be super careful. Let's see. Archer. Damn.
Incoming missile.
Yo.
Target.
Legion reinforcements set.
That's
Stand
the.
by.
Who the hell was that? She shot at my arm.
Even if you manage to repel us, more forces will come and finish you off.
Incoming
You're
missile.
blind to reality.
Crap.
Your
Crap.
allies have abandoned you.
Stupid. Not that it's stupid, but it's pretty nasty. You have to stay mobile. Remember, speed is life. You go slow, you die. Crap, I just lost an arm. The precious arm.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Who's is that longbow? Well, at least now that I've lost one of the SRMs, at least I don't have to worry about ammunition anymore. This Zeus is obviously not happy. And the hit management is actually pretty good at this point, so on a positive side, yeah. They finished him off, but I've damaged to him. I really
Target
damaged
acquired.
him. See if I can stab him in the back.
acquired.
That longbow is still alive. Still alive. Where did he go? There he is. There he is. Let's get into his minimum range.
Target
There he
destroyed.
goes.
Incoming! More nitrates hitting the ground!
Surrender while you still can.
Yes, so I've lost one
We've
arm,
come
as
too
you can
far
see.
to surrender now.
So be it.
Where are they? Usually they come from somewhere over there. But I like this location. I wanna avoid that type of situation. Let's see. Will they show up? Yeah. Here they are. Yeah, I don't necessarily wanna go down there. Let's wait for them to come over here. That would be the ideal
New
kind of
target,
scenario. Hold on a second. Is this thing nearby? Let's get rid of him. Let's get rid of him. How come I haven't noticed him?
Take that mercenary scum.
The back. Actually, we should him everywhere. Doesn't really matter.
Tracking more night
There
units
he
setting
goes.
down, Commander. They're advancing from the back
This
of the
guy
perimeter.
is weak. We can eliminate
Destroy
him
them!
pretty quickly.
We're not in the business of losing. Our skill in
These legs
battle
are
is
weak.
unmatched.
We've already fought a war of attrition. This is nothing.
New target assassin.
His legs are almost gone. It's not gonna be a huge problem. He can jump and he can evade things.
Target
He goes.
destroyed.
Let's help them up. His armor is on his center torso is gone.
Target destroyed.
Goes.
Target acquired.
Marauder, I will go after his legs. Let's
Incoming missile.
where this amount of armor. One leg is almost gone. Yep. The other one is about to go as well. Okay, one more hit and there he
Target
goes.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay,
New
What
target
else?
Victor.
Victor. They took his leg. Nice job. Nice job. They took his leg and then he's also got...
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
What else is out there? This Griffon.
Incoming missile.
Oops. Yeah, the missiles are the worst. Let's stay away from those missiles.
New target Thunderbolt. Target acquired.
This thing, okay, this Griffon, the back, his back armor is gone in his center torso. The rear is kind of big. Let's see if I can. Almost one more hit, and that's gonna be it for him. That's gonna be it for him. There he goes. See, that's what I was talking
Target
about.
acquired.
Zeus in a pretty bad shape. Let's work on him. Almost. Okay. That was promising.
Detecting targeted battle mech in the area.
Then what else we've got? Thunderbolt. This variant doesn't have any long-range missiles, so I am not too afraid of him. They're working on his leg. That's a good idea. Okay. Shoot down his leg. I guess let's take the other one. There he goes. There he goes. And then we are left with this one Banshee. Okay, maybe I should just let them finish him off. You know, four of these guys, they should be able to manage this one Banshee. Yeah, I should probably just let them finish him off. You know, they've got a good amount of weapons. They should be able to do that, because at this point I have left only like the 544 missiles, which is not a lot. Looks like they are working with machine guns on this. So let's see. Okay, that's probably it. Alright, fine. Let's do a couple more hits and that's gonna be it. No. I'm about to lose my second arm, but it's just a small laser. It's not that big of a deal. Single small laser. That's a final wave. That is a final wave, by the way.
Don't worry. We will accommodate you.
Yeah, that's the main guy right there. Longbow, yes. That is my first priority target. That is my first priority. Let's see if I can perhaps maybe get over there. Oh man, they are coming after us.
Target acquired.
He's already shooting his missile. Oh, whoa, no missiles, please. No. Okay, I need to drag them over there somewhere. $502 missiles that are left. I've lost one arm and about to lose the second one, which is a small laser.
Target acquired.
So yeah, I need to drag them over here into a better location, because I wanna fight this combat on my terms. On my terms, not their terms. So... oh, we've got reinforcement, which is nice, because I guess those other guys got destroyed. Okay, so one final push. We'll probably lose a second arm, but that's okay. What I need to do, I need to find... so that's the Orion. I need to find a way of somehow getting behind that longbow. Because that's the thing which causes most of the damage. Looks like they are doing well on that Victor. Let's see if we can disarm him. Okay, I disarmed of his AC-20. Now let's see... oh, nice job, they destroyed. That's the thing I've been looking for. Yeah, that's the nasty. Oh, whoa, hold on a second. Man. Man. That's awesome. Didn't realize that he's gonna be here. Nice.
It can't be over. It can't
Okay, let's work on this Orion now.
It's over for you.
Crap. Nice! Nice! Look at this! Look at what can you do with one SRM-6. Okay, one final push, let's nail down this longbow, this nasty longbow. I'm in his minimum range. I'm not worried about him at all at this point. Four of us can definitely finish him. I just don't wanna hit any of these friendlies. There it goes, there it goes. Oh, man, was it intense, was it intense. I've lost both arms. As you can see, this torso is damaged, but man, I'm happy that I survived this. I don't even care about the number of kills at this point. I'm just happy that I made it alive out of here. Well, let's see the summary. Let's see how many kills we are done. No way. No way. Okay, here is the thing. I remember that there were a couple of mechs, maybe 2 or 3, that were already somewhat damaged, and I just kinda finished them off. But other times I have to say, I remember that I've destroyed some of those medium mechs by a single alpha strike when approached them from the rear, where they have the least amount of armor. So yeah, that tactic obviously worked. Yeah, so 20 mech kills. Believe it or not, that's more than I actually thought. I thought it will be somewhere around like 16 or 17, but this is what it is. Halfway through the mission, I think I've lost my arm, which housed that SRM-6. So the second half of the mission was basically down to one small laser and one SRM-6. Still, you can do a lot with a single SRM-6. Wow, I can't believe it. Honestly, my primary goal was there just to survive, just to be able to make it back. Again, this isn't exactly the kind of mech that you wanna use fighting in the front lines. It's sort of like a backstabber, something that I've done here as well, especially early in the mission, like when I destroyed that trebuchet. I remember I've destroyed that trebuchet and perhaps a couple of other mechs. This is something that I would refer to as a special operations type of mech. It's fast, it runs 100 kilometers per hour, although this is not the fastest light mech ever. There are mechs that can run at 130 kilometers or 129 to be precise. Anyways, so 20 mech kills. Wow. Yes, some of them were somewhat damaged mechs. Of course, I understand that, especially that grasshopper. that grasshopper was already heavily damaged and I just finished him off. But still, this thing can do a good deal of damage with those dual SRM-6s, especially earlier in the mission when you still have a little bit of armor. So yeah, this is definitely something to consider, especially this variant. Let's see the damages. Well, as expected, as you can see, we've lost both arms, so it's gonna cost something to replace this SRM-6 and this small laser, but this one survived. Fortunately, I didn't get an ammo explosion, although I was close. Because I've lost a great deal of armor on this side, and it was getting into the structure, so I was close to get an ammo explosion, but I was lucky. Let's see if we were to repair this. So this is what the work is going to cost. Structure. So 3 structures. Obviously, yeah, right torso. This the structure. That's where we've had this ammunition. Luckily, didn't get the explosion, and the rest is just an armor. But the good news is that all of this kind of repairs are very quick on these light mechs, unlike the assault or heavy mechs. So it's pretty quick to repair these small, tiny things. Man. What a mission. Yeah. This Commando, again, speaking of light mechs, my most favorite one is still the Firestarter. This Commando, I do kinda like it, although I will never call it as my all-time favorite mech. It can be useful for, say, a certain type of situations. Again, as I've mentioned, something like this I would call as a special operations kind of mech. Okay, this is a special operations kind of mech. This is just, you know, to get quickly to a certain location, to get quickly behind an enemy mech, shoot couple of alpha strikes in the rear where the armor is the weakest, and then get out there as soon as possible to a safer location. Again, this is the build that I've made for this particular mission. Normally I would go with something like this, okay? Although I have to say the hit was manageable. Even without the heat sinks, okay? Or maybe, you know, something like this. Even without all of these heat sinks, it handled well. I can't necessarily say that the heat was unbearable, like the heat management was unbearable. But at the same time, I was very careful with how I used these things. So yeah, you do need to be mindful of that. But it's not impossible. All right. So this is this Commando variant. Perhaps my favorite version of the Commando, this 3A variant. Let's take a look at the couple others that I've gotten here. This is not, by the way, not every variant available out there. I just have 3 of them in here. So this one, this is the original Loadout. It's one large laser, one SRM-6. Not exactly my favorite variant, perhaps my least favorite variant. Even though I love large lasers, in this particular chassis, I would still prefer having another SRM-6 instead of large laser in here as a close range mech. I don't think that's a good choice of weaponry for this chassis. Working at a long range like this, you will attract too much attention, you will instantly start getting LRM shots in here, working at a long range, at a close range. To be able to be successful with the large laser, you have to constantly guide the target with it, which is somewhat difficult to do with a fast running mech like this, while focusing on a single spot on a enemy mech target. So for that matter, again, I would much rather prefer having another SRM-6 in there than this large energy. So this is what I've done. Yeah, I've downgraded SRM-6. Don't remember what my thinking was behind this. Maybe I should have retained that SRM-6 instead, and then maybe like heat sinks are mandatory here because large laser also generates a lot of heat. No, that was probably a better build. But anyways, this is my least favorite variant for the reasons I've mentioned. Now let's take a look at this one. This one is actually pretty good too. Let's load the original loadout. So originally it comes with the dual SRM-6s, one medium laser, sorry, SRM-4, SRM-8 total, medium laser, and a supercharger. So the supercharger can bump the speed up to 165 kilometers per hour, which is really fast. It can bump the speed up temporarily though. You don't want to overuse it because you will start damaging the myomer structure. I've changed that though. So I kept the original SRM-8, which are dual SRM-4. Then I kept the medium laser, and then these 3 tons of SRM ammo and 1 single heatsink. I downgraded the supercharger to the mask because you see, mask weighs 1 ton, whereas supercharger weighs 1.5 tons. That's just because I wanted to max out all the armor, including in the head area, and also because I wanted to take more ammunition. Now, mask can bump the speed up to 145 kilometers per hour versus 165 of the supercharger. But that's okay. That's okay. I am willing to take this downgrade so I could use more ammunition. Now, the other thing which you can do in here, perhaps, you can again shave off the armor from the head, just like with the other variant I've used in this mission. Again, this is not really the issue here. And then perhaps maybe upgrade this to double heatsink, and then add additional half a ton of this SRM ammunition. Something like this. This may be an ideal build. Or can still keep a single heatsink in there if you don't have any doubles. It doesn't really matter. But this is something that maybe I would do in general. But I am not gonna test it in this mission because SRM-4, dual SRM-4 is still not as devastating as those SRM-6s. Normally, like in the mechs like Stalkers, I would downgrade them to SRM-4. Yes, those SRM-6s, but here, not for this type of mission. This variant, I do like it. I do like it a lot, but for other types of missions, that could be fine, but not for that final Dragon's Gambit mission. That other variant was more adequate than this one. Alright, so this is my take on the Commando. Once again, the way I view this as a special operations kind of mech. Now, finally, here is something that I wanna mention as far as the light mechs are concerned. You see, when you start your career, when you're a green MechWarrior, when you start either your campaign or career, you always started out either as a light mech pilot or a medium mech pilot in best case. So you start your career in medium mech or a light mech typically. And then once you gain more experience, you start piloting heavy mechs, you start buying them, you start acquiring them, and then finally you go build your reputation. And then once you build your reputation, you're able to pilot and acquire the assault mechs. That's how a typical MechWarrior career works. You start in the either light or medium mechs, and then eventually you graduate to the assault mechs. In my humble opinion, it should be just the other way around. Because piloting light mechs is a lot more challenging than piloting an assault mech. To be able to survive while piloting something like this in the mission which I've just shown you, it takes a lot of skill and a lot of balls to be able to pilot and to survive a mission like that while piloting a light mech, okay? Let alone making some damage to enemies, okay? Whereas it's a lot easier just to grab one of these atlases, the ones that I've shown you, and go and shred everything with this AC-20 burst fire, these two medium lasers, SRM-6, shred everything in a close range, do some damage in long range with this LRM-20, and then finishing off in the close range with this immense amount of armor. You know, this is not really that difficult to do. You know, it's not all that difficult. Anyone can do it, you know, in this Atlas. Or, let's say, you know, this one of my favorites, Annihilators. Like, come on. I've shown this so many times. This quadruple LB-10X autocannons, solid slugs. You just go there and you just annihilate everything. And I've shown you in this mission. It gets almost boring how easy it is to annihilate targets with something like this. Couple of salvos and heavy or assault mech is gone. Okay, it's almost boring how easy it is. This is so easy, you know, you don't even have to do anything. This mech will do everything for you, okay? You don't even fight anything while piloting this mech. The mech fights for you. It destroys everything. You know, if you cannot complete any kind of mission while piloting something like this monster, okay, then you are not a MechWarrior. You should consider some other line of work. Okay, then you just cannot be a MechWarrior. You should go ahead and consider other career. You should do something else, okay? If you cannot be successful while piloting something like this, okay? This is so easy, virtually takes no effort to destroy things in something like this. It's a completely different story when it comes down to medium mechs or even this light mechs. You know, whenever I encounter some elite warriors, you know, who have like who are tagged like elite warriors while piloting these commandos or locust, or even some medium mechs like hatchbacks, I have a great deal of respect for those guys, okay? those guys have a lot of balls to do something like this. You know, it takes a lot more challenge, a lot more skill to be successful while piloting something like this, and I greatly respect that. Okay, I have a lot more respect for those guys, and I feel kinda sad when they either get destroyed or or killed while piloting like this than the guys who are piloting like these atlases or annihilators, because that requires a lot of skill, a lot of courage, and it takes some balls to be successful while piloting something like this, or like one of those hatchbacks that I've shown, like the one with the AC-20, the medium range. You have to be able to not only to be a great fighter, great aimer, but you also have to be able to make a quick and right tactical decisions. You have to assess all the situation around you very quickly, and you have to choose right tactics very, very quickly while piloting something like this. You don't even have much time to think when surviving a mission while piloting like this. So I have a great deal of respect for MechWarriors who are piloting these things. Alright, well, so that's my view on light mechs in general. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you guys think of light mechs? I'm kinda curious to know, because a lot of people don't like light mechs. Some people even think that these things are absolutely useless and they just don't even have any of them in their collection. I do have some of them. I don't necessarily like all of them, but I do have some quite a few. Like I said, I absolutely love these fire starters. They are great for infiltration missions, and I've shown this before in my previous videos on this channel. So yeah, I don't have a lot of them in my in this collection, but I do have all of them in my other collection where I fought for a longer time. Anyways, this is it for this mission. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess this is it for this video and for this series, going solo series in general. At this point, I am getting sick and tired of this mission. I've played it many times. This is it. Enough is enough. Thanks so much again for watching, and that's it. Have a nice day.